to another video with AA Farms. So continuing on with our No Man's Land series. So today we've just finished up our sorghum harvest. We've got quite a bit of canola harvested as well. And I think that was about it for today. So today I'm just going to do some jobs around the farm. I'm actually going to try and improve some of the movements of our equipment around the farm with these low loading trailers. So just need to move some of this stuff. Picked up an old fire truck. So the plan with this is to use it for photos, because you can actually climb up the ladder. So I'll be able to get some good aerial photos and screenshots. So that's why I have this. This is a mod. I'm not sure who created it, but I mean the modders in this farm sim community are pretty good. Like they really make the game what it is. Obviously along with the developers, of course, but they are pretty much the lifeblood of, you know, ongoing content, which is really what it's about. So we've got the lizard. This is a 25-meter low loader, which is huge. I mean, look how awesome that looks. So I'm just going to park that here for the moment, and we'll come back for it. Hopefully I can get back under there. Yep. So the plan is I want to use the low loaders to start transporting these harvesters. So rather than having to drive them to and from harvesting locations, I want to be able to put them on a low loader, get them there in half the time, possibly 2 at a time, and just speed up. Jeez. Let's try it again. I feel like I've got the wrong truck for this trailer. I'll just try and speed up the harvesting efficiency a little bit. Let's have a look here. So that makes it wider. What does that do? How do we get unload, unfold? Oh yeah, there we go. That was easy. So that's obviously made it wider. Oh yeah, that's for the loading ramps. What does that do? Oh, we'll see what happens here. Because obviously the lizard this is probably not going to work, is it? Let's try this again. So we'll get dead straight. Okay, this one is going to fall off. So this one's probably not wide enough. Let's try the front view. That's not going to work either. So unless I get it on perfectly, first go. Yep, see it, okay, yep. That might be alright actually. Let's see how this goes. So tension straps, obviously. Let's see if we can, no. Okay, that's obviously not worked. So I don't think so let's unfasten. I don't think this one's wide enough to handle this combine, so let's switch it out for the yellow one. So this one will be good for other equipment. So let's move this out of the way. There we go, fold. There we go. I mean, ideally, if I can get 2 combines on one trailer, that would be excellent, but I don't think that's going to happen. To be honest, I'm not even sure if this is going to be wide enough. Open cover, that's for that. How do I cutting bar support, turn that off, auxiliary shoes. Let's try this. Okay, so there we go, if we go down. Let's try and get this on the road first. I mean, ideally, if this works quickly, which it doesn't look like it's going to, it could save time, but by the time that I've tried to load this, I would have been in position and ready to farm. So let's see how this goes. So this one might be wide enough. Oh yeah, here we go. Now we're cooking. Okay, let's pop him in there. So we want to get the ramp up. So where's the ramp? That's not it. Oh, that's it there. Okay, tension belts. And we should be good. Alright, so far so good. Just make sure we don't corner too quickly, because this thing's going to go flying. And this low load is going to be good for getting equipment to and from the shop very quickly. And that's what the purpose of this little space here is. Consider it like an unloading and loading zone. So if we put the brakes on, it's very slow to stop. Okay, unfasten tension belts, and I want to lower the ramps. Jump in here. Okay, that wasn't too bad after all. Alright, next job we're going to do is unload all these guys. So the way I'm going to do that is if I go back to my road train, if we get there quickly. You know what, I might just use this guy here. So I'm using this area as a bit of a trucking yard. Bit of a logistics centre. This is where the road train comes in really handy. And having a linear farm like this makes these movements around the farm with longer vehicles much easier. So all we're going to do is just basically pull up underneath each one of these guys and start unloading. So hopefully he'll drop off the sorghum. Yeah. The thing you have to remember is these have got to be running, so that engine's running. I mean, all the engines should be running here. Yep. Oop, don't want to move him. He's running, so you can hear it running. I think he is, yep, running. So basically, If the engine is running, it'll overload without me having to be in it, which is super handy. So that guy's empty. So he's got, the next one's got canola. So we may have to swing over just a touch. Key thing here is just to make sure that they line up. So that is not lined up. So if we just jump in here, turn him slightly, that will get him underway. Next guy, he's got canola as well, so I might try and just, in preparation, yeah, that looks like it's going to hit it. And the way I've positioned the silo over there, it gives me good access if I'm coming from the north or the south. So I'm able to quickly and easily, there we go, so the next guy's already filling. Quickly and easily get a nice straight run into the silo drop-off area. When it was here, it was starting to run into that olive grove, which was becoming a problem. Plus I wanted to leave sufficient space for the factories, as you can see. That canola's done, so let's grab the next one along. So I'm going to have to swing back underneath to make this work. Oh yep, there we go, we've picked it up. Alright, so you can see that I've kind of messed up that line, so I'm just going to swing around. Do another run. This is why it's important to line the harvesters up nice and straight in the first place. So you can kind of see I've sort of got them straight, but it's just easy to turn around, come back for another run, and just sort of eyeball it as you. There we go. This should be much better. So where were we up to? Hopefully this guy there. Nope. So this normally works pretty well. Yeah, so he's empty. This guy is next along, so I've just got to pull forward a bit further and this should work. So we're looking at that guy there, and there he goes. So just a nice, efficient way to empty these guys. That's why I love the road train so much. It just gives you that flexibility. Not having to double handle things, get through things pretty quickly. Looks like this guy's got oats, and the other one's got canola perhaps. But I think this is going to be a full trailer load, so we'll go and drop this off. Then we'll come back and finish this off. Alright, we're full. So this is where the road train really, this is where the Lizard Roadrunner really kicks into gear. So 1800 horsepower, and because we're using quantities of grain that is not realistic, we're basically over capacity. So alright, get it nice and straight coming in through here. Okay, start overloading that one. Alright, let's check out how much grain we've got on board in the silo. So we did have 4 million wheat, which was from our, so a few episodes ago we did a huge wheat harvest, basically wheat harvested the whole map, and we ended up with just short of 5 million in wheat, which is, I mean, so much wheat. We go next, canola. So our oil mill is going to be running at full capacity because we've got enough canola for probably two to three mills to run at once. So a central warehouse over there, which is not the huge building, but the building next to it. That's going to be brimming with product in no time at all. Alright, and next trailer. So to empty these trailers, you basically just cycle through with triangle, and then you overload, as you can see there. So I love the detail on these, eh? Look at that. Fantastic. And this silo is pretty cool too. So this is a base game silo. 1.3 mil to buy. And this Lizard Roadrunner truck is based off of a Kenworth, I think. Alright, let's swing around, grab the rest of that crop. It gives you some pretty cool camera angles as well. So that little boom gate thing here that I keep driving around, that's going to be a guardhouse set up soon. So that's just going to give me access from the farmyard, which we're driving through now, to the northern end of the farm, and then obviously this road here that we're driving up to is going to give us our sort of southbound. Okay, cool. So it looks like we've got wheat and oats. Okay, that's empty. So what I'll do is pull up, let that guy unload. This method of unloading becomes really handy when you've got three of the same combine, with all of the same crop, because you can basically pull up under each spout and drop off into each bin or each trailer at the same time. Because we had multiple crops going at the same time, hence why we've had to sort of stop and start here. But you can basically unload 3 combines at once, and then one trip to the grain mill or one trip to your silo, as opposed to doing it 3 times or, you know, multiple times. So this looks like it's going to be a full load in the rear. And there we go. So what I'll do is I'll swing through the grain mill. Actually no, I won't. I'm just going to go straight to the silo, because I'm pretty sure both the grain mill and the oil mill are full at the moment. So there we go, we've got our nice little hard stand to line up to get a run into the silo. So I'm really glad I moved this actually, now that I've used it a couple of times. This configuration for loading and unloading is just so much better. And I've tried it with a AI worker, and it worked fine. As long as it takes the right path to get here, it does this quite easily. Okay, cool, that one's done. And we will finish the oats. Let's see how much we ended up with. I'm tempted to try 4 trailers actually, just to see how it would go. Because you've got the hitch on the back here, so that's just a drawbar pin. So that allows you to connect the multiple trailers together. So we've got the dolly, which is this part here, and then it connects to the hitch in front, and then you're all good to go. So, alright, looks like we're done. Just jump back in this guy. Thanks for watching, guys. Tune in for the next episode where we carry on with our next crop rotation. We'll check in on our productions and just see how we go. Alright, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye for now.